Okay, so let us start again with the K-map thing. So I showed you one variable K-map. Now suppose let me show you A bar B plus A B bar. Okay, this map I will make. So in this map, what we will do is we will write, it is two variable. So one variable will be written one side and another variable will be written another side. And it is, b can take two values. B can take either 0 or b can take or 1. A also can take either 0 or 1. Okay, now this specific cell, this first cell depicts the case when A and B both are 0. So what we will do, we will call it as a zero cell. A zero cell means when you show it as a, the value is a 0. This specific cell, it is, in this case, you can see row A is 0, column B is 1. So this depicts 0, 1. 0, 1 means what? 0, 1 means a 1. Now coming to this cell A is 1, B is 0. So this cell depicts a 2. And in this cell A is 1 and as well as B is 1. So this cell depicts a 3. So you can see this is a two variable K map. So this is a two variable K map. Two variable K map. Now, if I want to show this A bar B and AB bar, I need to go and search the cell where A bar B and AB bar should be high. So which cell is A bar B? Tell me. A bar B is a
Second one, the one.
Second.
One. The cell number 1.
A bar, A bar B is a a 1. Okay. Same way AB bar. AB bar means this cell. AB bar. So this is how I will show A bar B and AB bar in a two variable K map. Now, the variable which is not available, there we put a 0. This is all about a SOP K map. Okay. Now quickly, I will go to a 3-cell K map. 3-cell K map, you will have a longer, lengthier map, because one side will be only one variable, other side will be two variable. Now other side two variable means how many possibilities are there? 4 possibilities are there, right? So here it will be a 0 and a 1. And BC is 4 possibility. First possibility 0, 0. Second possibility 0, 1. Third possibility is 1, 0, which I will write here. And fourth possibility is 1, 1. Why do we do this? Why did I write a 1, 0 here and not here? Because when we do the combining of two function, what do we do generally? We do A plus A bar. A plus A bar, or we need to see that two adjacent cell has only one variable complement change. So you observe here now, this 0, 0 and 0, 1. 0, 0 and 0, 1, only C is changing from C bar to C. This to this, 0, 1 to 1, 1, B is changing from B bar to B and C remains same. From this one to this one, B remains same, C changes from C to C bar. So this is what is important here. You will understand very soon why it is important. And A side is as it is 0 and 1. Now you have to name the cells. You have to name the cells. So first one is 0, 0, 0, that means 0. Second one is 0, 0, 1, that is 1. Third one is, tell me, all of you are drawing this in your notebook, I guess. Copy it in your notebook and Tell me the variables, what it is. Yes, tell me the variables. So it is 0, 1. Next, what is this?
3.
3, right. Then this is 2. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and this one is 4. This one is a 5. This one is a 6. This one is a 7. Right? Now quickly, I want you people to put these two in the K cell map. A bar BC. Where is A bar BC? A bar BC is here. Right? Then A bar B bar C. That means 0, 0, 1. See, you people can also write here 0 is nothing but A bar. A is nothing but A. Same way, this one is B bar C bar, B bar C, BC, BC bar. Now it may be easy for you to search. So A bar BC, I have already marked. Then A bar B bar C. So A bar is here. A bar B bar C. So it is here. 1. Next, ABC bar. I need to search ABC bar. So A is here, A is here, B is in 2 places, but I wanted ABC bar, so that is a 6. So I get a 6. Then ABC is 7. 7. So I had 4 terms here. I marked 4 ones here, and rest will be a 0. Rest will be a 0 like this. Is this clear? Is this clear? Now I will show you simplification using a K-map. Simplification using a K-map. The K-map and the function is clear to all of you, I guess. Can I go for the simplification? Okay, so now if I go for simplification, you can see that in Boolean expression, the simplification, what you would have loved to do is, you would have tried to take a common between this AB, and you would have taken AB common, and C plus C bar would have gone in the bracket and vanished, right? This you would have done. Now the same thing I will show you in the K-map. In the K-map, you can see ABC is this, ABC bar is this. Means ABC is this, ABC bar is this. We do a pairing. Whenever we get 2 ones adjacent to each other, we do pairing. And what do you mean by pairing? Pairing is done in a way like this. I am doing a pairing. And in a pairing, what do we do? Which all variables are same is kept, and whichever variable is not common is dropped. So now let us see in this. See in this, if you see for these two, you can see for both of it, this A is common. Can you see? See carefully to the K-map. For both of this one, A is not changing. For both, it is A only. And now you see column. Column wise, if you see, for both, B is not changing. What is changing? C is changing. So C and C bar. So whatever changes in a pair is dropped. Whatever remains constant is kept. So A remained constant and B remained constant for both the terms in this pair. So this pair gives us A, which did not change. A we had here, which did not change. This A did not change. So we have a A, and this B This B also did not change. So AB. What changed? This C bar. For the both the ones, this C was not common. So non-common things we will drop. Common things we will retain. So AB was common, we retained. And C bar was not common, we dropped. So you see here now, in this, in normal Boolean expression, Boolean algebra, you would have taken this AB common and C bar would have been dropped. The same thing is happening, but in a K-map form it is happening. In the K-map form it is happening. Now something else again what we can see here is for this one now. A bar BC and A bar B bar C. Again, let us see how pairing is done for this. How pairing is done. So you can see again in your K-map. Where is A bar BC? It's a 3. Where is A bar B bar C? It's a 1. So these two pairing will happen now. Okay, so let us do these two pairing. I am doing this two pairing. Now again observing in this pair, pair we can see A bar is a common thing. A bar is a common thing and C is common. What is changing? B is changing. Here it is B bar and here it is B. So B is changing, A bar and C is same. So what will happen? This will give me A bar and C. A bar C term will be given by this. Right? Now, this is your second pair. So this function gave me one pair as A bar C, another pair as AB. One more thing, can you see any other pair? Pair always means a horizontal pairing or a vertical pairing. There is no diagonal pairing allowed in K-map. It is only horizontal pairing and vertical pairing. Now, can you see any vertical pair again? Can you see any vertical pair in this question? Horizontal pair is there. What about vertical pair? Is it there or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Vertical pair is there between 3 and 7, right? A 3 and 7 gives me a vertical pair also. So let us see that also. So 3 and 7 will give me a vertical pair. But whenever we do pairing and all, it is important to see that all the terms are covered. So when I did pairing, the number 1 pairing and number 2 pairing, AB and A bar C pairing when I did, that covered all the possible ones in the question. So these two terms will be called as EPI, essential prime implicant. Essential prime implicant. It is called as essential prime implicant. And now this third pair, vertical pair, what I am doing, let us do, no problem in doing that. We will do it, but it is not essential. Why it is not essential? Because the ones which it is trying to pair, it is already covered by any other pair. So if it is covered by any other pair, it is not necessary, but still we can do it and we will do it now. So in this pair, what you can see, for both the ones, B and C are common. B and C are common and A bar is changing. So what will be dropped? A will be dropped and you will have BC. So in my function, in the reduced function, I will have a BC also. But this BC will be called as prime implicant. It is not essential, but simply it is there. So it is a prime implicant. So this is a very, very important thing what I have taught you now about essential prime implicant and prime implicant. So nicely one example we got.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
And that K-map, I guess there's one thing wrong, ma'am. There's
What?
a term of A, B, C bar.
A, B,
There
C
should be
bar.
C bar. There should be one there, and there's no term as A, B bar, C.
A, B, C bar. It is there, no? A, B, C bar. This one, 6.
Oh, that's A complement, no?
No, it is A, na? See here. A bar is a 0. This is A. This row is for A. This row is for A.
Okay.
And this row is for A bar.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, okay. See, all of you understand. First row is for A bar. Second row is for A. Fine. And first row is for B bar, C bar. First column is for B bar, C bar. Second column is for 0, 1, that is B bar, C. Third column is BC, that is 1, 1. And fourth column is for 1, 0, BC bar. Okay. So the first two term is your essential prime implicant and the third term is prime implicant. Okay. Now, very important thing. I will go to a 4-cell K-map. What I will do now is, I will, do you want any further example for this or shall I go for 4-cell K-map? Okay, let us do one more example for a 3-cell K-map. And what I will do, I will take the question which you people did in the last class. Okay, the last class you people had a, you people understood your canonical form, canonical SOP form with this question. You remember, you all have done canonical SOP form with this, right? I want you people to make a K-map for this. I want you people to make K-map for this. Now, making a K-map for this, can you make it directly? If I give you such a term in which each one is not in the complete form, canonical form, can you make your K-cell?
No.
So now you understand the importance of canonical SOP. Canonical SOP is required to make a K-cell, and K-cell is something which our computer system also does. So to fill in the K-cell, we require a canonical form only. Now, if you people remember, we made this into canonical form also. So what terms came? Anybody remembers? You people have your notes, no? A plus B bar C plus A bar BC. This was converting to canonical form, which we did in the last class. And what was the min term got for this? You people are maintaining your notes, right?
Yes.
So you should show me that you have got this. We did this in last class. Now quickly we should make a K-map for this. Again, this is a 3-variable K-map only, right? I am making a 3-variable K-map. All of you should copy it and you should understand it also along with copying with me, okay? Just for the simplicity, I am writing in both the type of complement. This is also one type of complement and dash is also one type of complement. So I will write a 0 and a 1 here. So this is for A bar, this is for A, right? Then here 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Yes, anything you want to say?
No, ma'am, nothing.
Okay. So B bar, C bar, B bar, C, BC and BC bar, right? Now quickly I will name it also. Quickly I will name it so that it is easy for me to fill up. So this is the reason why this module started with canonical form. So this is a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now you have in a min-term form. When you have in min-term form, easily we can quickly number it. Wherever min-terms are available, we have to keep it as 1. So it becomes 1, 3, 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, right? What is left? Only 2 terms are left. So those 2 terms are a 0 here. Now with this example, I will be able to show you grouping of 4 variable. See, K-map is, it is possible to group either 2, 4, 8, 16 variables. Why it is 2, 4, 8, 16? because your binary function allows for such type of grouping. Either you can group 2 or you can group 4 or you can group 8 or you can group 16. Now, if you are grouping a 4, you or grouping a 2, anything, you can do it horizontally and you can do it vertically. There is no diagonal possible here. Now, for this example, I will show you the grouping, and you should also understand that grouping requires all the ones should be covered. So I am showing you one grouping here, very nice grouping I am showing you, which shows that a complete row is getting grouped. Can you see? A complete row is getting grouped. Now, how did we do in the last question? We had dropped what is changing. So in a pair, generally only one variable will change. So only one variable get dropped. But in this case, in this row case, how many variables are changing and what is common? As this row belongs to a column, a row, this row, for this complete row, A is common. What about columns B and C? Complete B and C is changing. B bar, C bar, B bar, C, B, C, B, C bar. So what did I tell? Whatever is changing should be dropped. Whatever is not changing should be retained. So in this, what is not changing? Only A is not changing. Right? B and C both are changing here and there. So we drop both B and C. So this group gives me A. Are you clear? If you have any doubt, you can ask me. I made a group of 4 and in this only A was common, rest all was changing. So I had dropped everything else except this A. Now I will show you another grouping. Now this grouping is possible. I told you grouping is possible for 2, 4, 8, 16. Again, one more 4 grouping can be shown here, which is this. Can you see this? In this group, I can see that 2 ones are already covered. I am again covering it. And 2 ones are new, which is covered for the first time. Now you can ask why you are covering a covered thing again. You can do simply a pair like we did in this question. The answer is, as bigger group as you make in K-cell, that best simplified function you get. What we are doing now is, we are simplifying a Boolean expression using a K-map. You people have already used Boolean algebra to simplify Boolean expression. You have done this in last semester. But now what we are doing, we are simplifying a Boolean expression using a K-map. So you all know, whenever we do simplification, as small we simplify, it is as good for the circuit. So if I make a pair here, my simplification will be not that simple. But if I make a bigger group here of 4, the simplification will be better. Now, in this 4, what is changing, what is not changing? Somebody should tell me. In this group of 4, what is changing and what is not changing?
Only C
A
is not.
and
Yes, only?
Only B remains constant, rest everything changes.
Which remains common?
B, no.
C.
C it is. C
only
actually.
C is
Only C is common.
Yeah, correct. C. If you see in this group now, in this group A and A bar changed because it is moving across both the rows. And when it is moving in these 2 columns, B is changing, B bar and B is changing, only C remains common. So this group give rises to C. So this function reduces to A plus C. If you remember in the last class, quickly I had shown you this simplification also. Quickly I had shown this simplification, and I had also showed you how we were doing this in the truth table. Again, just for the sake of completeness, I will show you that simplification which we do with a Boolean expression. And one of you did this in the first class itself. Okay, so here what do we do? Just to simplify in Boolean expression way, B bar C can be multiplied with A plus A bar. And this B bar C comes into picture. It is, I am multiplying it just to simplify, okay? Just to simplify. So this one becomes A B bar C after opening the bracket, and this is A bar B bar C after opening the bracket, okay? B bar C, one time A and one time A bar came, and this A bar C remains as it is. So what we can see now, in this we will take A common. When you take A common, you are left with the A later. We will do that. In the next two term, you can take A bar and C common, and what is left is B bar plus B, and 1 plus BC remains as 1. 1 ANDed with A is A, and here you are left with A plus A bar C. I hope you people remember absorption law. Absorption law says when a variable and its complement is there with some other variable, the other variable gets absorbed. That is absorption law. And we can show it using distributive law also. So one way is simply I absorb this A bar and it becomes A bar C. Other method is what I can show here is, I don't know if you people should not get confused with this now. I'm showing simply one extra thing, okay? So if I do distributive law, which you people should know very clearly, distributive law means I am distributing this OR operation with A bar and C from A. So this becomes A plus A bar and A plus A bar and A plus C. So what did I do? I have distributed this A to A bar, so it became A plus A bar, and distributed this A to C, so A plus C. And with a AND here, because between A bar and C, here one AND is there. So A plus A bar became 1 dot A plus C. So answer is again A plus C. Okay, I am trying to show you the simplification using absorption law or distributive law. Okay, so what I have done, I have shown you both the thing. This part of simplification you people did in the last semester using Boolean algebra. This is what I have done using this semester's K-map theory. So what is K-map used for? K-map is used for simplification of an expression. Now with this, what did you get? You got A plus C. For this expression, you got A plus C. And for what A plus C has come? A plus C has come for these min terms. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I will try to show you. I will try to show you previous class thing. Okay. Okay, previous class thing where we had done one table. The K-map part. You people have in your notes that truth table. Do you have the truth table in your notes, which we did in the last class? Yes, you have it or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Check in the truth table where I had shown you that it becomes A plus C. it becomes A plus C. Okay, I will show you now again. Okay, all of you say this. So your minterm 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So your what all should be there? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This should be there, and 2 are not there. That is your minterm 0 and minterm 2 is not there, right? So this is your function. So now what did we see? I am telling you that it is f is equal to a plus c. This is what we have solved. So what happens? This I showed you in the last class. F is 1 when, generally when is f1? When c is 1, c is 1, c is 1, c is 1. Only 2 are remaining. Which 2 are remaining? This is remaining and this is remaining. For this purpose, your A came into picture. So when A is 1, when A is 1. So this is the general meaning of SOP. So F is equal to A plus C, and this is how we are able to see it in a truth table also. Is this clear? Is this clear? Now I want you people to make a K-map for the homework which was given in the last class. Now that is a 4 variable, right? The question was, what was the question? Can anybody repeat the question? It was A, B plus C, D bar, right? So I want you people to write for this. F is A, B plus C, D bar. Answer you people got. What was the answer? Answer was minterm 2, 6, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, 6, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right? Now I will show you how to make a K-map for this because it is a 4 variable. I am simply filling it. I am showing you the K-map. You have to fill and try to group on your own. Okay? And you have to try it out. Of course, I can't give this as a test because today is first class of K-map. But let me show you how the K-map looks like. A, B, C, D. Always your MSB is left side. A is MSB, D is LSB. A, B, C, D. So it is a 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Here also 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Okay. Now, quickly, you should know what each cell mean. What each cell mean. So, A, B, C, D, 0, 0 is a 0. 0, 0, 1, 1. 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1 is a 3. 0, 0, 1, 0 is a 2. So, it becomes 0, 1, 2, 3. Then this is a 0, 1, 0, 0. That means it's a 4, it's a 5, it's a 6, it's a 7. This part is common as your 3 variable map. Now we have to see, you can see is 1, 1, 0, 0 becomes what? It 12. Becomes a 12, right? This becomes a 13. And here what it is? 1, 1, 1, 1. So it's a
15.
15. And this one is 1, 1, 0. So it's a 14. Because this is your first K-map, you are counting it. Later you become smart enough to quickly write 7, this is a 8, this is a 9, this is a 10, and this is a 11. Okay. So this is a K cell with complete label. Now let us fill it. Let us fill it. When you fill it, it becomes You have to search that only and make it as a 1. 2 is a 1, 6 is a 1, 10 is a 1, 12, 13, 14, 15. Can you see? Now, whatever is 1, I have written 12, 13, 14, 15 and 2, 6, 10, 14. I have written, right? Nothing I have missed. Whatever is not written is written with a 0. Is written with a 0. It is written with a 0. Now, what do you think? What grouping will happen? What grouping will happen?
On the down row.
Yes.
One row.
One row, this will happen, right? And one column is also there. Nicely, it is attracting me to group it. Now, what all is common in this and changing in this? See, whenever a row group comes, all the columns are changing. And easily I can quickly write A and B here. And when a column group comes like this one, all the rows are changing. So what do we have here is C and a D bar. C and a D bar. So what you can see here is I am getting back the same term. So what did I do? When I did conversion to canonical SOP, I expanded this to a canonical min-term form. And I used it for KMAP. And what did KMAP did? KMAP solved it back to the minimum form. Did you understand why you are studying canonical SOP, why you are studying KMAP? It is for simplification. Now, if you are given the big term, of what we have solved today, if we are given that big term, that will be not used, it will not be easy to solve with Boolean expression. So we solve it using the KMAP. Okay. So this is about your KMAP. Okay. Now, just for the sake of giving you the homework, I want you people to write this homework. Do it on your own. Okay. Okay. Otherwise, I will post it in the Google Classroom. Okay. I will post your homework in the Google Classroom. And now our attendance starts.